Increasing synchronicities. Everyone enjoys feeling good. People flock to people when they're happy, smiling, feeling expansive, generous and pleasant to be around. The opposite is also true. Misery loves company. It's important for you to enjoy your life. Part of that process is to learn to enjoy what you have. If you haven't learnt the importance of feeling good, start with coincidence. Once you begin to find pleasure in coincidence, the coincidences will increase, bringing you more pleasure. This is how the universe works. To appreciate coincidence, you have to match up with the vibrational level. The vibrational level read emotional state. The Abraham Hicks emotional scale shows an obvious range of feeling. Whatever you believe about the law of attraction, this emotional guidance scale is a great example of states. Feelings: powerlessness, insecurity, guilt, jealousy, hatred, rage, anger, worry, doubt, impatience, irritation, frustration, pessimism. It's the lower half of the scale. Right in the middle, from where your emotional state could go either way, is boredom. And although this is the balancing part of the scale, I feel this is also the danger zone. This is often the point where people reach for artificial stimulants to relieve this state rather than finding better feeling thoughts, which will lead to the more positive half of the scale. Positive expectation, contentment, belief, hopefulness, optimism, enthusiasm, and passion, eagerness, eagerness, love, empower, joy, freedom. Of course, you can notice the coincidences whilst feeling any of these emotional states. Any feelings on the bottom half of the scale, anything lower than boredom, often as a response to very real sad situations or life events. Sometimes the emotions are too overwhelming for people to notice the coincidences, or the meaningful element of coincidence takes a back seat to the emotional pain currently being felt by the person. The higher up the emotional scale you're feeling, the easier it is to be able to appreciate synchronicity. Feeling awe, wonder and delight is a beautiful feeling response to meaningful coincidence. The universe also shows you to yourself, acting as a mirror. So if crappy things are showing up, you do need to look at your negative beliefs, your judgments against other people, things, events and life generally. This is how you can measure what sort of vibrations you're giving off. How are people behaving around you? Are they happy or are they complaining? Are they suffering? Are they grateful? Are they great? Whereabouts are you living in this benevolent universe? As Einstein said, there's only one question you need to ask yourself in life. Is the universe a friendly or hostile place? I do believe we all travel along the journey of self-discovery, which brings us different levels of understanding and belief. There are times when we need to rest in order to grow, and there are times when we need to act in order to grow. Life is such a mystery, and it is a mystery and not knowing which makes it interesting. As Wayne Dyer said, no one knows enough to be a pessimist. It doesn't stop people being pessimistic, but just the idea that you never know for sure what could be around the corner should be enough to bring a feeling of hope. Another mantra of mine: you never know who you're going to meet. Notice what you have chosen to notice and pay attention to. What has drawn your attention? Out of all the information which you're surrounded by, what has caught your eye? Acknowledge which parts you have given extra attention to by either talking about it to someone or by writing it down. Keep a diary of your synchronicities and coincidences, particularly the ones you want to see more of. I have left some pages at the back of this book for you to use to record your own personal coincidence stories throughout the year. A page for each month. You can use the pages for more than 1 year. Lining up with the universe. You don't have to do anything to line up with the universe. You're already in it. There are things you can do to level up. If you see the universe as a game we're playing, albeit a game which may feel like it never lets up, there are definitely improved human states we can experience which does change whatever the universe is delivering to the inbox of our life. It is impossible not to be in tune with the universe. But are you vibrating with the out of tune, something discordant, or are you in harmony with the universe? Try lining yourself up with an expectation of benefiting from a benevolent universe and see what transpires. Working hard, doing the preparation and staying aligned with who you really are, otherwise known as being lucky. And some people are blessed with luck. The luck of the Irish, those Blarney Stone kissing lucky people. Some people are blessed with disaster. Either way, we are all blessed. Finding yourself in the right place at the right time to find the right job, the right relationship, the right housing, the right car, does mean you are in a healthy place. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you are in tune with the universe. Give up feeling pessimistic, letting go of cynicism. Treat the universe as if it is a friendly place which is just there to serve you, to deliver whatever you are asking for. The universe reflects back to you exactly whatever you are giving out. So if you're giving out a willingness to serve, the universe will serve back. got a little knitted hat story. I play a game every winter with the universe. I find something that a homeless person needs, or will make something, and then I go out on the streets at night and find a person who could use it, like a sleeping bag or a portable pillow or gloves or hat, something small and easy to carry. One year I downloaded a knitting pattern, a fabulous hat pattern which was really easy to make, and since I am a natty knitter, I recreated the pattern, added some stars and used glittery sparkly wool. It was fun. It was my little project to play with the universe. Once I had knitted the hats, I made 4 of them all together, different colours and patterns, and I was planning on taking them out, allowing the universe to guide me to the people who could use a natty patterned knitted hat. The day I finished them, it was a Saturday before Christmas. It started snowing, it was bitterly cold, and I didn't even want to head out to do my good deeds, but I had been knitting all week and I promised myself and the universe. I knew that the universe will have lined up cooperative components, i.e. other people in need of my hats. I couldn't let them down. I wrapped up warm, wearing my thickest coat, my own warm hat, scarf, gloves, boots, you name it, I was wearing it. I walked through Southend town centre and across town to the roughest part of the town. I saw a man walking towards me, clutching the hand of a little girl. Neither of them looked particularly well fed or warm, and neither of them had hats. I waved my carrier bag in his direction and caught his eye, which was screwed up against the icy snow blowing in his face. "Do you need a hat?" I asked. He looked at me suspiciously. The little girl looked expectantly at me. I rummaged in my carrier bag and pulled out a sparkly pink number, handing it over to the little girl's dad. She was clinging to him, uncertain about taking anything from a stranger. He laughed and said thank you. He gave her the hat and they walked away. I watched her wrestle her new pink hat onto her jet black hair as the snow continued to play with all of it. My face was stinging from the cold, and I'd only been out for 20 minutes. I'd had enough. As willing as I was, I didn't fancy getting pneumonia, so I cheated. I walked to the Samaritan's office and hung the carrier bag on the door. The universe understood. It blew me all the way back home into the ball, where I recovered and enjoyed the memory of the little girl's face as she realised the pink sparkly hat with cat ears was coming her way. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.